Ah, the Super Nintendo, or Super Famicom as it was known in Japan. The glorious console that graced our living rooms in the 90s, bringing with it hours of entertainment and endless frustration as we tried to beat those damn levels of Mario or Donkey Kong. But why was it so great, you ask? Well, let me tell you, dear reader. In a way that will hopefully make you remember the good times so you can enjoy them today. First of all, let's talk about the games. Oh, the games. Mario to Donkey Kong to Zelda. The Super Nintendo had the most iconic games of all time. And who could forget those classic SNES soundtracks? Every time the Mario theme played, you knew it was time to kick some shell. But it wasn't just the games themselves that were great. It was the way that it was presented and the console and production quality. If you were in the US, the Super Nintendo was that kind of weird and grey colour. You know, that purple, that sort of thing that you sort of went, yeah, I like it, but maybe it's just ugly and charming. And let's not forget about the controller too. That thing was a masterpiece of button design. And you had your standard directional pad, your A, B, X and Y buttons, and also obviously those weird little buttons at the top, but we all know them as shoulder buttons. But the Super Nintendo wasn't just about the games. It was about the controller and also that experience that you had. The accessories were amazing. Who could forget the Super Scope? That thing was like a bazooka for your TV. And when you're a kid, that was awesome. And what about the Super Game Boy? That little contraption that made you play your Game Boy games on the big screen. It was magic at the time. But perhaps the greatest thing about the Super Nintendo was the ability to transport you to another world. When you turned on that console, you weren't just playing a game, you were living in a world of mushrooms and swords and gorillas and dinosaurs. It was like stepping into a whole new dimension where anything was possible. The Super Nintendo was a console that was truly ahead of its time. It had great games, that kind of weird but cool colour scheme in the US, a cool controller and a whole lot of memories. If you weren't lucky enough to play it and have one back in the 90s, and you know what I'm talking about, well, there's still time. You didn't miss out. And hey, at least you can play those classic games on your Switch now.